Today I'm here with 22 first graders. Would you like to say hello?
Hello!
And we are going to be making a race car. And this is what comes to my mind as a race car. When I think of a race car, I think of a really fancy sports car that you never would see driving down the road. So this is kind of like the Indy race cars or the Daytona 500 race cars. Those real fancy ones. And this one is actually one that has an opened, I don't even know what you'd call this, an opened area where the driver sits in. And that's actually the driver's helmet. So anyways, to begin making this race car, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line across our page, and this shows where the dirt or the racetrack is, the actual ground. And from there, I'm going to decide where two wheels are going to be, my front and back wheels. And I'm going to put a small round circle. This is not the outer wheel, this is the inside wheel. But this, I'm going to show you how to make two circles that are almost the same. So then you come over to the other side of your car, and look, I went up about a finger, so you measure how far you went up from the dirt or the road you've gone. So it's the same. So I'm going to come over to this end of the race car, and I'm going to go up the same, and I'm going to draw my circle. So I have two pretty similar circles. Actually, one's a little bit bigger than the other, but that's fine. And then around that, I'm going to make another wheel. Another circle coming out really small. So it looks like a donut. You see here? So another circle. And I like to work small to big in case you make mistakes. Try and keep it the same on both sides. And then I'm going to make another ring around it again. And this is actually the tire part. And now, depending on the race car you're making and all of that, you know, some tires are thicker than others, some are thinner. I'm going to show you how to make a basic race car first. Then you can turn it into, once you know how to do this, you can make it into your own style after. When you do it again, you can make these wheels skinnier or thicker depending on what you're making. Now this is the actual wheel, so we can design our hubcaps. So this is the tire, this would be the hubcap. And I'm not a car expert, so I might even say some of these things wrong. Hubcaps and stuff like that. But this I think I know is a hubcap. Okay, so from there, we're going to get our front end. So we're going to come halfway up the tire. I'm going to go over straight, and this will be as long as my tire. I mean, as long as I want my car to be. And from this end of the tire, I'm going to match up the same line, and I'm going to come over just a little bit, about a finger space. And from there, I'm going to draw a straight line up, and it's going to be right over the tire. A little bit over the tire. So if you come across, you're a little bit over the tire. So watch this. I'm then going to come across. When I get to the tire, I'm going to stop, give you time to catch up. And now, this is those really fancy ones. This is going to curve down, have a real narrow nose to the car. And then I'm going to put the front bottom on. So in front of the tire, I'm going to go down a number 1, over, and back up. So it's a rectangle shape. Since I'm over here, I might as well put in a little logo design. So this can be some kind of logo design, you know, a word, a picture, something, but that's where the logo would be. A label, whatever the number is, say the car number. Okay, then I'm going to come down over here, make a line over from the tires and up. Now we're going to connect this to the body. I'm going to connect two tires together. And now you can decide how low you want this. If it's a low riding race car, make it lower to the ground. I can even add a stripe here. Now I'm going to get the side of the race car. So this is going to be a diagonal line. It's a small diagonal line. And I'm going toward this corner right here. This corner of the page. The right side. So watch. Diagonal line to the right. very small. It's not very far. And then I'm going to continue straight over horizontally, and then I'm going to curve it right down. You can actually come and connect. This is the top view hood of the car. From the wheel, I'm going diagonally, and I'm going diagonally toward the corner of my page. It's only going to be about an inch, so watch. Wheel, diagonal. I'm going to find this line here, and I'm going to come down halfway. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go up a small number 1, very small. It's like less than a finger. I'm going to go over, and I'm going to go down. You can go down straight. This will be the door area. I'm going to do some kind of a circle here or logo. So afterwards, if you want to turn this into a design. The car I'm looking at had a shell on this. A shell design logo after that gas company. Okay, then I'm going to take this diagonal. I'm going to go down and up like the letter U and connect. I just took this diagonal, went down. I'm going to do it again. Go under and over. These are some fancy panels to the car. Now I'm going to come from here. I'm going to go up like a mountain and down. So I went not to the end of this tip, but I went about a finger under or a quarter of an inch. And I just went up like a little mountain, but not very far. And then I swooped down, and it met the front of this hood area. Right here. Now, this is where the driver is going to be sitting. So look, in here, I'm going to go up and curve down. This is a circle shape, very circular. If I continued, it would have been a perfect circle. This is going to be the guy's helmet. So it's a circular shape. Now, this race car has no windshield or anything. Now, look, he has this helmet, so we need to make the eye mask. So I'm coming over, diagonally, diagonal, 2 diagonal lines inside the helmet. And I'm diagonally going down, down, and then I'm just going to connect them together. That's the guy's eye space. And from here, I'm going to put a kind of an oval or C shape right here. This is like his hand on the steering wheel. You can't see the wheel. I did a C shape with 2 little lines inside. That's the details for his hand. Now from here, I'm going to do if I take the helmet, come over, this is kind of like a roll bar. I'm going to put a straight line, helmet, come over, a straight line, and then I'm going to curve like the letter C down. Same way on this side, curve like the letter C down. And then I'm going to come down diagonal on this side. So I have the roll bar in case the guy flips over. Okay? Now, if you want to put a little detail back here, this can be some kind of a bumper or fan. I'm coming out diagonally back to the tire, like the back side of the car. And then I have, this is like a, what are those called? The spoilers. So a number 1 up, a number 1 up. 2 number 1s. And on the other side of this, 2 short number 1s, 1 and 1. Actually, you can come a little bit higher up. 2 number 1s so I can connect them. Now, if you have to adjust, I'm going across straight. I'm going to connect them. So these number 1s, this looks like 2 and a number 11, 2 close together. Then I go diagonally up, and then I can drop down with 2 11s. Then I can connect across the tops. That's a whale, like a whale tail spoiler. Now you can make those, you can adjust this to make it fatter. Watch how I make this one fatter. I can make the top area fatter by coming over horizontally, connecting. If I want to make this fatter, I can bring it back down. I can make it like this if I want, with a diagonal, so I can design my own whale tail. And basically that's about it for your race car. If you want to add your smoke coming out, or your these smoke from the tires. If you want to add these speed lines like this, you can. Okay? And I'm going to look at, and then on your helmet, you can add designs on your helmet too. You can decorate your helmet fancy, add some stripes over here. I mean, you decorate it any way you want to. And you can even decorate the car with pinstripes. But I'm going to check out some of these race cars here that we have. And here's our first grade race car. This was done by a girl. Right here. Nice wheels and fancy spokes. And, ooh, how cute is this? Oh, wow. Here's a really great, look at that. Love that. I love the heart helmet. And she did a lot of cute designs on that one. I needed them black. And I would say my first graders did an absolutely great job doing this. And I hope that here's another one. Oh, we have some neat racing logos and numbers. And here's another one here. Wow. Ooh. Nice flames coming out of this one. And then here's one done in red. And I hope that you have had fun. That one's really cool. I hope that you have had fun making your race car. And you gotta love that heart helmet. Sure, you can put whatever you want on. And I hope you have fun, and see you at the racetrack.